Well, good morning, first of all.
Good morning. How are you?
I am fine. We've been doing a lot of these kind of interviews, and every time an interview ends, I wash my hands. So I want you to know I'm safe.
Oh, good. Thank God.
I think you and I met years ago at Sundance. Um, at least I have a memory of that because you've done a lot of documentaries, and I know that you've been up there quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm here in Salt Lake City, and I just watched a few of the episodes of Home. What an amazing show! What an interesting idea. So tell me a little bit about how you got involved with the project.
I got involved after the first few episodes had been filmed. I wasn't there at the beginning, but I got involved. Matt Weaver, who's one of the executive producers and one of the show creators, it was he and Joe Poulin had the original idea. And the whole thing was, could we make a show about homes that isn't just about the house or just about the architecture, but about the person who lives in it, the homeowner, who often is the same person as the innovator, and kind of the idea of just big ideas. And I think it resonated with Apple early on because Apple has always, I am a fan of Apple and always have been in terms of how, that old campaign they had, Think Different.
Yeah.
Really, that's almost the theme of this whole series is like, these are all people who think differently, who thought differently, who are solving some problem in a very innovative way. And that really appealed to me. It resonated with a lot of the people I've documented in my past, artists, musicians, innovators. There's always a good story behind any great work of art or any innovation.
What struck me as really wonderful about this series is it's not a do-it-yourself show, as some people might think. This is about a lifestyle. This is about living better, maybe living even healthier in some of the shows that I saw. And it's almost a blueprint of look, if we can do this, maybe other people can carry this on with us.
I couldn't agree more that is one of the hallmarks of this series is really important for me and my fellow collaborators on this show that we didn't want people to watch this series and think, oh, I'll never be able to do that. I don't live in Sweden, or I don't have that kind of money, or I'm not an architect. I can't get those materials. But instead to go, that's really cool. I wonder if we could do that. I mean, even in my own home here in LA, like I'm not going to put a greenhouse over it, but I can, but I can watch that episode and realize the great effects that my home environment has on my family that are maybe less noticeable, but over time really affect you. Like the autistic child in that particular episode,
Yeah.
who greatly benefits from living closer to nature by having nature kind of inside their house. Or I could go right down all 9 episodes and talk about the different benefits. But that is the key. It's the idea is, can viewers watch this and just be inspired in a small way? Even if you just have a balcony and you live in some high rise in an urban environment, you can also look at your home like Gary Chang did in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
An architect has lived in the same very small apartment for almost 30 or 40 years and has redesigned it so many times. And now that it's called the domestic transformer, I think you can, anybody can take that and be inspired by it and say, well, we can do some of that.
Yeah, and some of these are very interesting people too. The Anthony, who lives in Maine, incredible artist and learned basically as he went on how to build a house, and yet took things from Japan.
Yeah,
what he learned there about the burnt cedar and all of that, and applied that. And I think these are things that we don't know anything about. These are 3,000-year-old techniques that we're just hearing about.
Yeah, so many brilliant new innovations that we find are, oh, that's really sustainable. This is really good for the planet. This is good for our families. This is just good. We realize, of course, that they were doing that for thousands of years. I mean, how many times they go like, oh, you mean they used to do that 300 years ago? Okay, I guess we lost that.
Yeah.
So some of it is reappropriating things from the past. And there's a number of episodes like that. The India one in particular is honoring craftspeople and that in the arts that they've done for centuries. But as you say, yeah, I mean, there is that. The other idea is recycling, taking materials and things that you have right there and rejuvenating or recycling. That's a common theme throughout the series. But yeah, I find it fascinating. And some of them are just absolutely the newest thing you could ever have, like the 3D homes that are being printed in Mexico,
Yeah.
by these groups who are trying to break the homeless global crisis and the global crisis of homelessness. And that's just the most newest technology you could possibly imagine, and it's going to work. They're proving that it's going to work.
And this series is just a terrific, fun series to watch as well. I mean, it's very well produced. What a terrific experience it is to watch this on Apple TV Plus. And thank you for your time this morning.
Thanks for your interest in the series. I'm glad you liked it.
I did. I loved it. And we'll talk again maybe at Sundance.
Okay, cool. I'll be there.
Bye-bye.